Okay, so the question is, what do you look for when choosing a neighborhood to live in?
We're actually in the process of moving.
We're in the process of moving. What do we look for? Cost.
Yes.
Educational systems. We have a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, and we had to make sure the school system was together.
Well, we really wanted to get like a tangible feel for the actual direct neighborhood we were living in. We like activity, but not, well, how should I say it? Not negative activity. It's always nice to see kids running down the street, but it's not nice to see them running from, some bigger kids. But and then it's just the surrounding area. We really wanted to make sure that there was a lot of cultural things and walking distance for our kids. Parks, some type of a museum, something that they can see where they can get more out of their area than just the street.
I was going to say, from the unwed, no children standpoint, cost was a factor, but also safety. I like to go out for walks, and I like to know that when I'm out, whether it's dusk or dawn, that there's, I don't have to watch my shoulder constantly. And I am on the border of Ohio City and Detroit Shoreway, and it's a very, very nice neighborhood. Battery Park is, up and running, and it's just a beautiful area. Detroit itself, they did a wonderful job building that up. So I do feel very, very safe.
I live in Cleveland Heights, and the neighborhood that I live in, it's a lot like the neighborhood that I grew up in. The houses are close together. There's lots of different kinds of people that, I have a great front lawn, but it's not so big that I have a ton of mowing to do. And it's close enough to the street that I can sit on my porch and talk to my neighbors as they walk by. It's got that going for it. But I think mostly it's really the diversity. It's not just a bunch of white folks, I say, as the white folk. But it's not, I have Asian neighbors and I have Indian neighbors, and I have, I walk down the street and I smell different food and I see different people, and there's just something so... Absolutely. It's a very multi-sensory experience, and it's not something that I could just say, well, I like people that are different. It's not just about that. It's about feeling you're kind of surrounded by that, and it creates something that doesn't exist where everybody's the same.
We've got to realize that as far as sheer size, we're actually one of the smaller major cities, but that actually works to our advantage because you have the ability to get the city life as well as have that suburban area not far from where from the city life, that it creates a good balance.
One thing that really people, just don't take advantage of within the city of Cleveland is that the cost of living is so inexpensive. You can get, 1,100 square feet for pennies on the dollar, and you can't get that in New York. You can't get that anywhere else. You cannot get that anywhere else. So, right, that needs to be stressed. There's a lot of property downtown, and even though the whole city of Cleveland's population has decreased, our downtown population has increased because people are beginning to realize that this city it's a gold mine in terms of real estate. So I think, my cost of living is extremely inexpensive, and that gives me more freedom to buy nice shoes, to go to the movies,
take advantage of
to go eat. Yes, it's just, you get to live better because it doesn't cost as much, and, what more can you ask for?